Is it? Is it Thursday night? I think it's Thursday now at this point. We have a fantastic show for you here tonight. My name is Matt Smith. I am from Club Passim. This is going to be the 30th anniversary concert of End Construction. What is End Construction, you're asking? What is End Construction? Well, it is a collaborative that was put together by Ellis Paul, John Svetkey, Jim Infantino, and Brian Dozer. They had all made cassettes on their own, but it was kind of in the early days where no one could afford to make a CD. And so they banded together and created this compilation where they each had a few songs on there. They would play on each other's songs. And it was just such an exciting thing. And we've got to have them at Passim for a 10th anniversary concert when they reissued the record. We've had them for 20th anniversary concert, and here we are. I can't believe that it's a 30th anniversary concert for them. They are going to be all together in the round here for this. As many of you know, with these streaming platforms, you can't really actually play together because there's a bit of a lag. So they've created a couple of videos for you here. They've got one of their classics we're going to see later on, but we're going to start off with something brand new here from End Construction. So here's the trick with technology, folks. Sometimes it doesn't work right the first time, so you have to turn on the audio to share something. So I'm going to do that, and we're going to get this set up once again. We're all learning as we go here these days, and you're going to love this video, I know, and I want you to actually hear it too. So we're going to get this added in here. This is going to be so much better when you actually hear it. I swear to you.
Was it 30 years ago? Seems like only yesterday when we sang all night beside the ocean's roar,
swapping stories, trading lies, bound for glory in our eyes.
Waking up the next day with our faces plastered on the floor, reeling down a road, reeling down a road, reeling down a road, finding home.
Crashing bars for gas and tolls across New England and New York. Was that flat tire Bennington or Pittsburgh or Niagara Falls?
Passing out on strangers' couches, up and down Route 65.
I still have that photograph from Dayton hanging on my wall. Reeling down the road, reeling down the road, reeling down the road,
Finding home. Desperate times,
Friday nights,
lullabies,
traffic lights.
I'm just trying to keep it all in stride.
Drinking you were
Just the jester fool
Everybody gets the blues
in America.
Was it 30 years ago? Seems like only yesterday.
When I rang you up, bent your ear like a million times before.
as I'm sitting here in quarantine, banging on this old guitar.
I'll pretend we're singing all night long beside the ocean's roar.
Reeling down the road, 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 finding home.
Three thousand miles. 3,000 miles. 3,000 miles. 3,000 miles.
Holy shit.
I felt like the Beatles again.
That was amazing. That was amazing. Very, very cool. I love that there was a whole verse just naming off song titles of all of you.
You like
was
that?
Really, really cool. Yeah.
And wait a minute, were we all supposed to be singing 3,000 miles? I didn't know that.
The memos
I missed
never
that.
connected the dots.
No.
Man,
I'm the only, I'm like boycotting it, you know, like at the end.
All right,
I have to
folks.
fire my assistant.
Well, it is such a treat having all these for all good friends of me, of Club Passim, and what a cool thing. I'm gonna back myself out of the stream and let these folks take it away.
All right, I drew the short straw, and I get to play first. I don't know who's playing after me, but I'm gonna play first. I'm gonna do a. It's awesome to see you guys in all these various locations here. I mean, Jim's got the best location, I think, in terms of how it looks back there. My God, I wanted to point to the picture behind me, over my shoulder here, over there, which is or maybe it's behind me. Over there, that picture right there. That is us at the Canal Street Tavern in Dayton,
Oh, yeah, I
Ohio,
love that photo.
Oh,
in
right.
1991.
Nice.
Maybe I'll put that closer to the screen later on so you guys can see it. I thought it'd be cool to have that in the background tonight. This is a little fun. I'm gonna take this little earbud thingy out and play a new-ish song for everybody to start it off. All right. Grandpa comes to visit most every Saturday. I wait there by the living room window till I see his sky blue Chevrolet. He takes me out for ice cream, takes me to the park. Sometimes if he's up for it, we might play catch in the yard. He tells me, mind your mama, get good grades in school, hold out your hand, close your eyes, I've got something for you. It's a matchbox car. Grandpa says this little black car looks exactly like the Packard I was driving when I married your grandma. It ain't a painted plastic toy that might last for a week. It's a die-cast memory, a matchbox car. Grandpa worked the night shift 37 years, and when he came home every morning, he would play 3 rounds of solitaire. He never missed Aunt Joe's recitals or Daddy's baseball games, and he always bought white daffodils for Grandma on her birthday. And he keeps a yellow scrapbook full of faded green Polaroids and a shoebox full of souvenirs from when he was a boy. A matchbox car, this hot rod with a gold door. It's a copy of that old Ford I restored with your dad in our garage. It ain't a painted plastic toy that might last for a week. It's a die-cast memory, a matchbox car. Wheels turn, time rolls by. It's been 40 years since Grandpa died. I won't forget that cold gray night. Grandma called us with the news. I was by my father's side in our frozen living room. When I noticed he was crying, I didn't know what I should do. So I said, hold out your hand, close your eyes, I've got something for you. It's a matchbox car. Grandpa said this little black car looks exactly like the Packard he was driving when he married Grandma. And his hot rod with the gold door, it's a copy of that old Ford you restored with him out in your garage. And this shiny sky blue Chevrolet reminds me of the Saturdays he'd visit us and stay till it got dark. It ain't a painted plastic toy that might last for a week. It's a die-cast memory, a matchbox car. It's a die-cast memory, a matchbox car. Thank you, thank you.
Are we supposed to clap for each other? It's supposed
This,
to be like we're on stage.
the
so-
sound of silent applause.
The sound of one hand clapping.
Nice song,
Thank you.
John.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's sad. This is my sad song for the night. Sorry.
Oh, is that that's the theme now? We have to be sad for the whole thing?
Nah, I don't think so.
All right.
Too much sadness going around, right?
I thought the theme was we're going to do songs in the key of F on capo 3 playing D.
Okay.
I'll take it from there. I just realized I didn't introduce the song, so let's see. This is called Waiting for the Moon. And I wrote it when I was in Kerrville, Texas. And I find that I write best when I'm alone somewhere and I can just stare up at the sky. And I realize I'm never alone anywhere. I have 4 children, 3 of which are still at home. And I Every time I think it's quiet, just like now, I would not be surprised if someone just pops right through the door back there under the recording sign, even though it says recording on it. Here we go. I sit here and think that my life is a book. It's missing some words and it's covered with stains. And the ending is lost 'cause the pages are torn. But it comes out okay anyway. I'm just waiting for the moon. She gives all my troubles a name and carries them off to her dark side, and then they'll never come back here again. I'm in love with a woman whose face I can't see. I keep searching for her time after time. I injure the ones who get in the way of me trying to make up my mind. I'm just waiting for the moon. She gives all my troubles a name, carries them off to her dark side, and then they'll never come back here again. I want a soft, tender, beautiful lover, someone who can really understand, and a kiss that will spark up my life once again. Feel her curve in the palm of my hand, and I'll say, take me away down to the water, sing me to sleep and cover my eyes. But I wake up to find no one is there, just me and my daydreaming lies. I'm just waiting for the moon. She gives all my troubles a name. She carries them off to her dark side, and then they'll never come back here again. I'm just waiting for the moon. She gives all my troubles a name. She carries them off to her dark side, and then they'll never come back here again. Carries them off to her dark side, and then they'll never come back here again.
All right, nice job, Bri. It's great to hear you singing, brother.
It's your turn, Ellis.
This is really great.
Am I hearing
This is so much
crickets?
fun.
People are in awe.
My ear. Hang on.
Wait,
You
am
are
I
unmuted, Jim. I
am I
think
unmuted?
I think I hear crickets.
You can
in
actually
your
hear me?
background.
No, that's just the dope.
Good. It's so
Sorry.
good. Maybe it's birds.
No
somewhere.
crickets yet. I don't think. No, but maybe loons later. Seriously, we'll see. This is a tune from After in Construction, many years after in construction, about my neighborhood. It's getting darker and darker here. I'm gonna have to bring some more lights in. I no longer walk down Hate Street. I can't stand to see the signs. It's like all the folks who live here kinda often lost their minds. And the trees that grow on Hate Street once were beautiful and green, and now the way is too foreboding. It all seems sinister to me. But I'm on my way to meet you. I'm sorry if I'm late. I can't go the way I used to. I gotta find a kinder way. I gotta find a kinder way. I gotta find a kinder way than the one that leads down. Than the one that leads down. Than the one that leads down. Than the one that leads down Hate Street. When the signs went up on 8th Street saying not in my front yard, to the people who were moving in, I think they kinda took it hard. Seems the folks that live on Hate Street have grown uncharitably cruel, and their neighbors round the corner wish they wouldn't be so foolish. But I'm on my way to meet you, and I'm sorry if I'm late. I can't go the way I used to. I gotta find a kinder way. I gotta find a kinder way. Gotta find a kinder way than the one that leads down. Than the one that leads down. Than the one that leads down. Than the one that leads down Hate Street. When the homes went up on Hate Street, it went by another name. Of course the neighborhood was different then. We know neighborhoods will change, so maybe time will turn this all around to a street that's more like me. Neighbors can be neighborly, and we can walk that way again. But until then, I'm on my way to meet you. I'm sorry if I'm late. I can't go the way I used to. I gotta find a kinder way. I gotta find a kinder way. I gotta find a kinder way than the one that leads down. Than the one that leads down. Than the one that leads down. Than the one that leads down Hate Street.
Nicely done, Jim. It's good to hear you guys singing. It feels like I'm in a time machine of sorts. For those of you that don't know, we all met at various
places, open mics, maybe WERS. John, what's our history from? Because you and Brian kind of
I
knew
met
each other
Brian at
before the
ERS
rest of us.
when I was a student at Emerson. Like my last semester, I was on ERS, and Brian had started working there a couple years ahead of time and was like the head engineer there, and was like, he met me, and through Izzy Smith, we met at we sort of formally met at an open mic at the Nameless. We tried to go, and we were like, shut up, because we got there too late to sign up. So we met, that night, and he's like, oh, I don't go to school at Emerson. I work there. And I'm like, oh, whatever. And then we started hanging out, and then I think you and I met in those places too, at O'Brien's or at the Old Vienna or something like that. And, and then we met Jim at the Old Vienna too.
I met you guys at the Old Vienna. I remember
Yeah.
the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Old Vienna was this great club in Westboro, Massachusetts, kind of the home plate for all of us, and just a legendary club. And we all eventually were used as headliners for the open mic, and it was a great place to form friendships. And not only were we there, but Dar Williams was there, and Vance Gilbert was there, and the list goes on and on. Patty Griffin would show up, Martin Sexton, Katie Curtis, all that crew of people, and what a great opportunity to learn how to do this for a living. And then we got together and we put out a record and started traveling around the country. And I remember our first trip into Pittsburgh, as we were pulling in, our music was playing on WYEP.
Yeah.
It was
Michael
so
Sesser.
great. That's right, yeah, Michael. Where's Michael now, do you know?
Might be
That's the
Pittsburgh.
name from
Detroit.
Oh, Detroit.
Detroit, right? All right. Well, this song is something I've written in years since End Construction. It's called Rose Tattoo. I got laid on Rich Monday, calling to tell you it don't sit with me well. I feel like I failed you. You say we got each other, and that's plenty enough, and I know that's true. We got one kid calling, one still in diapers. It's a rainy drive home with one good wiper. Leave the porch light on. I need a beacon just to pull me to you. If I ever lost you, I'd be lost too, just drifting in a sea of blue. You're in my skin like a rose, like a rose tattoo. Now the economy's crashing, there's poor boys laughing 'cause there's nothing to lose. We don't live in no mansion, there's no bling to put on, only Walmart fashion will do. Inside the house, the baby's screaming, pasta steaming. I look through the windows, feels like I'm dreaming. You pull the door open, say, Daddy, when you coming home? If I ever lost you, I would be lost too, just drifting in a sea of blue. You're in my skin like a rose, like a rose tattoo. And you say we'll fight for the best case scenario, and then you put Van Morrison on the stereo. Well, sure, there's trouble in the boardrooms, trouble in the factories, trouble in the alleys out back. We've got love in these patterns, love as it matters. Baby, I got your back.
got your back. Got your back. Hey, I've got your back. If I ever lost you, I'd be lost too, just drifting in a sea of blue. You're in my skin like a rose, like a rose tattoo, like a rose tattoo. Like a rose, like a rose. Hello, gang.
Glorious.
Thank
Yeah.
you, guys. Thank
Very
you.
nice.
That was awesome. I was playing
Hey, we
along.
got to do this in person, really. We need to sit
Yeah, when
down.
it's safe.
Yeah. This might be the safest way to do it, actually.
Hey, Matt. Matt is out there somewhere. We can't see him, but you know, one of the things about our shows is our reactions to each other's songs, and I don't know if there's any way to put up our little thumbnails while we're playing, while the other, while one person's playing, have the other three thumbnails up. But if you could, it's more like how the shows were. Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
So that we can kind of nod. We won't mess around with the song, but at least we're there, right?
Yeah,
That's
that's
pretty
cool.
fun. Wow. So I'm gonna go back in time. I'm gonna figure out go back in time right now into the time machine, and play one from the old Vienna days. I remember playing in like the early '90s. I feel like we were all like writing like all the damn time. Like we'd see each other like all the time, and be like, "Oh, I have a new song. Oh, wow, you have a new song? Well, I have a new song too." And we just sort of spurred each other on, and it was, and like Ellis was saying, it's kind of like the best school, like none of us knew how to do this. Like it's like not like any of us took classes in it, but it's kind of like in order to get better at it, you wanted to be punching above your weight, right? You wrote a great song, I'm going to try to do as good as that or better, I was I thought of myself as a sort of like typical, get me the hell out of this small town kind of kid when I was going to college. And then after I finished college and started songwriter boot camp with these guys, I started writing about being back at home in the small town. That became like the sort of thing that I like focused on for a long time and probably still do. It was like a rich source of material, and I didn't know it when I was growing up, I suppose. So this was the sort of first of those kind of, or longest lived of those songs, because it's like, hey, this one came out pretty good and I like it, so I'm gonna play it for you tonight. And this is called Dead End Streets. My old house is for sale once more for the fourth time in 10 years. The sign on the lawn is a sign of the time. It's a sign the neighbors look at and swear. Last year the happy loving couple moved in. This year the happy loving couple just yells. Next year the market will be better, they say. Next year it's gonna get colder in hell, but I wanna live on a dead end street. I want the traffic to be just my car. I want the crack of a stick ball bat. I want to hear the big dogs bark. I want to swing on my own back porch. I want to hand out tricks or treats. I want to sleep with my house unlocked. I want to live on a dead end live on a dead end street. Billy hit a ball over old Ray's fence. Good thing it was daytime or he would've got caught. Everybody knows old Ray's a little bent. He's got TV cameras in his flower pot. Last week he was shooting up his Daisy BB gun, trying to pick off Billy and his cats. Everybody knows old Ray's a little bent. I never saw Billy's dad run that fast. Well, I wanna live on a dead end street. I want the traffic to be just in my car. I want the crack of a stickball bat. I wanna hear the big dogs bark. I wanna swing on my own back porch. I wanna hand out tricks or treats. I wanna sleep with my house unlocked. I wanna live on a dead end. Live on a dead end street. People at work wonder where the money goes. People at the churches wear their Sunday clothes. People at the newsstand gossip all day. It's the way it's always been. It's the way it's gonna stay. And the people at the bars don't talk about much. They talk about stars they never gonna touch. People on the move don't wanna stay in this place. The people on the porches never change their pace. But I wanna live on a dead end street. I want the traffic to be just in my car. I want the crack of a stickball bat. I wanna hear the big dogs bark. I wanna swing on my own back porch. I wanna hand out tricks or treats. I wanna sleep with my house unlocked. I wanna live on a dead end. Live on a dead end street.
I love that song. That might be my favorite song of yours. I just love that song
thank you
so much.
Thank you. I think that maybe the
You hear singing? We were all doing the
I saw,
harmony.
I saw everybody. I saw you guys
Yeah.
in the background, like you're bopping. Yeah, you see people playing and singing along. It's like
We can sing along in mute. It's
there
okay.
you go.
We're actually best that
So
way.
it turns out I've totally destroyed everything. Now we all have to be in equal boxes for the rest of the show. So
we do?
yeah,
Oh, wow.
I think so.
Why?
I just saw that and check the chat, man. Matt just said that because I did that thing where John, we had the three on the side and John was the main, and then we have to all be equal.
Really?
It's horrible,
Well, this feels more like the Brady Bunch.
I guess.
We just have to look at each other like, well, I guess I got to do this.
Wait.
Now we'll all be equal.
That's how you
Paul,
do
I'm
when
looking the wrong way.
When you just did that, Paul, like it looked like there was like blue flames coming out of your mouth when you like moved.
You know,
it was
yeah,
really.
I apologize for that light, guys. I had a show right before this, and
But it was pretty funny. It's like you went like this and like shooting out. You were like a superhero or something. You're like, turn your head the other. Yeah, there you go. Hey, look at that. Yeah.
Wow.
Special effects.
It's like the X-Men or something.
oh god, yeah. Cheap thrills.
I want to let you guys know before we go any further that Amy Malkoff's cat is very into the show.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
Huh.
Yes.
I hear
I
the
think-
cats really like music. So.
Well, her cat in particular.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've been doing this daily children's show for I'm at 118 for the count of how many times.
Wow.
Tomorrow will
In
be
a-
119 shows.
Oh,
In a
God.
row, like every day.
I did it every day to 100, and then I
Wow.
stopped, and now I've been doing it 3 days a week. So.
Wow.
But and I lost my voice at one point. But one of the funnier things is, I would ask people to just send me pictures of their children watching the show. So my daily post would have a picture of usually some children playing a guitar or ukulele or something. And this one woman kept sending me pictures of this dog, Teddy, who sits and watches the show with the two children, and he's looking right at the screen.
Wow.
I just thought it was amazing. I'd never seen my dogs wouldn't. My dog's right there, actually, right underneath.
My cat ran out. No, thank
Yeah,
you. Just
they have
not.
no interest. But apparently, I have a fan named Teddy who likes to watch the show every day, regardless of whether the children are watching it or not. But
You never know.
it's true. So I'm gonna go back pretty far too. Let's see. I was I was doing some transferring some DAT tapes. Does anyone remember what those are? Those little tiny video cassettes. And I came across a lot of my early stuff. So I'm going to do Early Sunday Morning. No, I'm not going to do that one either. Or Beacon Hill. Doot, doot, doo. I was trying to actually bring doot, doot, doo back as a lyric, and it never really worked. But I think it's time to move on from my earliest stuff. But I agree with John that it was such a microcosm of learning back then, of developing a song, and moving into a story. I was always kind of just poetic stream of consciousness, and this is one of the songs that came out of all that. It's called Joe and Naz. Wish I could hear a little bit of it. All right. Hang on, sorry, I got to take the earplug out. All right, here we go. When Joe gets drunk, he tells her, he says you're the best there's ever been. She calls him a liar. She says you're running at the mouth again. The birds are heading south, and then you promised we'd be there. There's patches on their trailer, and there's plywood on the floor. Nez wants to remodel. Joe says we'll send away for a sales brochure, but if it can't be built with a 2x4, then we don't need it anyway. And their color TV only works in green. The other hues are hardly ever seen, but they'll never live their lives in black and white. 'Cause the reds are there to illuminate their highs, and the blues are there to soften up the blows. The bottom has no end when you're that low. At the kitchen table, Joe says, I just don't love you anymore. Says, you lousy bastard. She throws her Millers at the door and knocks Joe flat down to the floor and says, hey, I didn't need you anyway. But still they make love under the TV screen. Their bodies seem to ripple into green. But it's hard love that they made all through the night. Joe was gone for work before daylight. By 11, Naz was packed and out of sight. Joe called home that afternoon to apologize. He's home from work by 7. Picked up some Chinese at the mall. He wanders around the trailer, and he's waiting for her call. Yes, he's waiting for her call. When she ever coming home? And that color TV only works in green. Other hues are hardly ever seen. never live their lives in black and white. 'Cause the reds are there to illuminate the eyes, and the blues are there to soften up the blows. The bottom seems to have no end when you're that low.
It's
Damn.
good to hear that again.
Man, Brian, that song makes me weep.
I remember somebody getting into an argument with Brian about that song because of the way you described the colors on the TV set, and somebody was like, "Well, there's something you get the colors wrong. They're not red, green, and whatever." Like
green,
Brian explaining it to him, like I remember, like I don't remember where it was, but it's like, no, it's because the television set. It's not like on a box of crayons, dumbass.
What's funny
you
is
know?
that unfortunately that reference is gone now,
Right.
because TVs are
Different
LEDs.
now.
Well, they still have it, but they're so tiny you can't tell anymore. But when you add
God.
light together, it's red, green, and blue, and that equals white. When you add colors together, it's red, yellow, green. Yeah, red, yellow, blue. It's red, yellow, blue, and that adds up to
Yeah.
black. So the primary colors are different depending on whether you're ending up towards black or you're ending up towards white.
Wow.
I know, way too much.
I live for those moments when people bust you on what they could perceive as inaccuracies in your art.
Remember, was it Patty Larkin had was it a 40?
Oh, my God.
It wasn't a 40 kind of line. It was she put like a Chevy thing in with a Ford. She put the Chevy name
yeah.
of the car in with a Ford because it was the
right.
only thing that rhymed for the song. And she had to
Yeah.
always say it in her rap before the song to apologize for mixing those two things up together.
I live
I
for
get
those
called
moments.
out all the time on stuff like this. It's like
Yeah, me too.
there's a song called Los Angeles that I do that it's like the 405 to the 10 into Los Angeles, and people are like, no, you don't
That doesn't
do
work.
that. You take the 101 and you get off at La Cienega.
Way
That's
to go,
probably
Rand
wrong, too.
McNally.
Yeah. But it doesn't sound right. That's the thing. Songwriting's not, you gotta write what feels right for the song rather than.
Right.
Well, I
Fake
think you're
lyrics.
supposed to do that. I don't know what you're supposed to do, honestly.
Fake lyrics
Fake
to find
lyrics.
the higher truth.
Yeah.
If you were
Yeah.
writing a song about Hollywood, would you write Los Feliz or Los Feliz?
Feliz.
Yeah, exactly. But when you
I guess
live
it
there, you
depends.
say Feliz.
What about the line that comes before? It really depends on the line that comes before. And then you can always say, well, I meant to say it wrong, like the tourists. Hey, what do you think? Is that going to work?
It works for me.
Will that get me out of trouble? I don't
New
know.
Orleans.
New Orleans.
Right.
Well, this is a tune going back a little ways. Here's a guy that, before you guys mute, this is actually inspired by the son of David Wilcox, I saw him first time at the Old Vienna. Do you guys remember where you saw him first?
At the Old Vienna.
At the Old Vienna. That was mind-blowing. That was when I first saw him, I was like, oh, I didn't think that was possible. How did he do that? It was like somebody going up and performing magic tricks. It was bizarre for me. But luckily we became good friends, and I was staying at his house a long time ago, and since I met you guys, I've been looking for other songwriters to get me inspired or challenged to write, because that was what was so great about, hanging out at Brian's place by the ocean. Wait, Brian's place by the ocean. Wait, John's, Paul's. So, it was that idea of, I've got an idea, I want to turn it into a song, and you're among people who are turning ideas into songs. People are walking around waiting for something to be said that will be the next inspiration for something cool that will become a hook, or a lyric. There's not a lot of people like that. So you look for them. When you find them, you want to hang out with them all the time so that you can get more inspired to do more of it and make more stuff. And this was exactly what happened with this song. Was I was in David's place with Nance, and they had a son, and he was just 1 year old, and he fell on the floor. And when little kids fall on the floor, they don't always know that they're hurt right away, or they may not be hurt, or they may not be startled yet. And he hadn't gotten to that phase where he might kind of feel like he was upset. And David said, "Well, just lie there on the kitchen floor." And I said, "Yeah, can't fall down from there." And David said, "Oh, write that." Gonna lie down on the kitchen floor. I can't fall down from here. That's what gravity is for. And I'm not gonna think at all. I can't fall down from here. I didn't fall. And you can lie to me again, oh, but you can't let me down. I've got nowhere else to go. My head is on the ground. Got my cheek on the cold tile. I can't fall down from here. I stay like this a while. Listen to the underground. No, I can't fall down. You can lie to me again, oh, but you can't let me down. I've got nowhere else to go. My head is on the ground. And you can say you'll be my friend. It don't mean anything at all. I don't need a hand up. Don't lie, I didn't fall. Gonna lie down. Up there's the bottom of the shelf. I can't fall down from here. I don't understand myself. It's like when I was 3. I can't fall down from here. The underside of things I see. And you can lie to me again, oh, but you can't let me down. I've got nowhere else to go. My head is on the ground. And you can say you'll be my friend. It don't mean anything at all. I don't need a hand up. Don't lie, I didn't fall. I just laid down is all. Gonna lie down on the kitchen floor. I can't fall down from here. I can't fall down from here. I can't fall.
That was great. You always come up with really interesting
Oh, thank you.
ideas.
I almost missed that compliment by
Just
not
like-
having my headphones in.
I miss those days of hanging out with you guys and writing songs. I mean, that was honestly the best period of my life as an artist. Just that first 3 or 4 years of just like, you know, juggling the vulnerability of writing songs in front of people for the first time and performing them, and then having a band of friends who are really good at it, and you know, the highs and lows and the fear and excitement and the anxiety of it all, and conquering some of those things that made it so hard, and putting those things to bed over time. And it's nowhere near as exciting now. Even if something awesome happens, it's nowhere near as you know, nerve-inducing. And I miss you guys because of that. I know I look funny, but I'm trying to get a foot pedal underneath this table.
I miss you too.
Yeah, so let's do a show at Passim when we get done here with this pandemic, and go on stage and do it again in person, and have a nice dinner.
Let's also hang out and write a better song.
Yeah. Are we doing one more round after this, or is this it? Or
Yeah,
we're
no,
doing
one more round,
One
right?
more swing? Okay.
Yeah, Manny says 3, so that's cool.
All right. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's a piano. Let's do that. How's that? That's almost like a piano. This is about Hurricane Katrina. On the day the levee broke, the water did rise, the flowers did choke. I sat in my living room, lit one last smoke, watched it all drift away. Now my credit card's ringing up at 30%. There's a man in India wondering where the money went, but I can't pay. So I sat on my roof in Lake Pontchartrain, singing woe to my chimney, singing woe to the rain. A stranger came by, I never caught his name. He said he's rowing to the Rio Grande. Now Air Force One, a blue streak in the sky. Mr. President, you can't afford to lie, 'cause I can't afford to pay. Hurricane Angel, oh, I'm lifting my eyes over Baton Rouge. Lift up your wings, let me hear your voice singing. Can you turn these black skies to blue again? I'm laying on the floor of a trailer at night with 16 refugees waiting on daylight. I can't pay. Caught a flatbed Ford up to Baton Rouge with 4 worn-out souls and 1 old corkscrew. You can drown New Orleans, but you can't drown the blues. So bartender, pour away. Now Exxon's having one hell of a year. $3 a gallon, man, they're making it clear that I can't pay. Lord, 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 we haven't spoken in many a day. I got myself in trouble down in the 9th Ward. Thought I'd send a prayer your way. Now on my windowsill's a stack of insurance bills. A man in Delaware says I can't have the pills until I can pay. Hurricane Angel,
black skies come blue again. I'm laying on the floor of a trailer at night with 16 refugees waiting on daylight. I can't pay somebody should pay. On the day the levee broke, the water did rise and the flowers did show. I sat in my living room, lit one last smoke, then I watched it all drift away. Right. It's raining men.
I love that song.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Heather and I have been singing that song a bit around our house.
I'm glad to hear that. Thank you.
Yeah, I think we sang it in church a few years ago too. We sang it in church one day. We sang your song, and we sang Jim's International same day.
Oh,
in
cool.
church one morning. It was pretty cool. It was really like a really cool thing for us to be able to do. I didn't check in with our Old Vienna storytelling. Like, I met Heather at the Old Vienna.
That's
So it's
right.
like-
yeah.
So like that's like the biggest part of my life history. You know?
Yeah.
And you know, the crazy thing though, John, is that I met Heather before I knew
Philadelphia.
you.
I know.
I threw a party so that I could play a bunch of songs for people, and Heather just showed up because she was friend of a friend of a friend at that party, and I met her there,
Right.
and then you met her at the Old Vienna. Very, very strange.
Yeah, very weird. Very weird. So I want to show you all this picture. People in internet land. Hold on. See if I can get that up there. So this picture,
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you can see it
Oh.
very well. There it is. All right.
Angle it up a little.
Such
There
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. So that's the four of us at the Canal Street Tavern in 1991 on our end construction tour.
The inaugural.
Yeah.
And Greg
first and the
Spatz
last.
was there, right? Greg.
And that's like the first time I think any of us ever went on the road anywhere, right? We piled
that
into a
was
couple
my
of cars and yeah.
And
I got some great pictures of that.
Mick Montgomery, who ran the Canal Street Tavern, just passed away a couple of years ago, but I got to say goodbye to him a few months before he passed. And the tavern is closed. Whenever I go through Dayton, I stop by there, and it's now like it's a really good deli that has pinball machines and all these really old Pac-Mans, and it's a pretty cool place. But it's
But
no
it's a
longer
deli.
music. Yeah, it's sad. But they did name the street Montgomery Way, which
Oh, that's
That's
great.
awesome.
but yeah, the scene there really misses that club. That was one of those landmark clubs. There's just so very few that are that cool.
I just loved that place. I loved that in that picture there's, you know, in the beginning, front of the picture, there's this kid that we met there named Greg Spence, who was
Spence.
he was like the local songwriter kid. He was a couple years younger than we were, and he was a super sweet kid, a really nice guy, and I just remember like he was so thrilled to meet like kindred spirits. You know, it's like, oh my gosh, you guys! That was what was so cool about that trip, was meeting all these people like our age, who were like not like in Nashville when we met Neil Fagan, and he was just like, oh my God, you know, people who are not writing songs like country songs, like you're like,
Yeah.
because he was writing songs with his friends in Nashville, but they were writing songs like us down in Nashville, and it was like this really like awesome sort of moment, you know, to be doing this and learning how to do this and spending time together and meeting people. It was just great, really cool.
So fun.
I'm gonna do the I'm gonna take the leap into doing a song that I think it's done. I've been tweaking it all day today. I'm not like Jim where I like write a song in the afternoon and I play it that night. I've been like I've been trying to figure this song out for the last week or so, but I figured, we've got a show. I'm gonna do something new. Take that leap of like, holy cow, faith here. Like we used to do in the old days. We'd be like, new next show, new song. You know, like, here we go, check it out. I don't know whether it's right or wrong. They're all right or wrong, right? It's your own kind of right. It's your own kind of wrong. So I'm gonna try it, see how it goes. This is kind of where my head is at these days, I guess would be the right way to put it. Now this may sound crazy for sure, but I don't need love anymore. I've got a beautiful family, a wonderful wife. I've got more love than one man deserves in one life. And I might go to hell if I say that I don't need any more faith. You see, I'm good with my God, even though I don't pray. But something is still missing from my world every day. I need some kind of kindness. It's easy to find. It's not complicated. It comes in all sizes. It's a hand to hold on to when you're falling over. It's a pat on the back. It's a squeeze of a shoulder. It's a smile for the clerk at a roadside fruit stand, a tip for the driver of a delivery van. It's paying it forward in a coffee shop line. It's teddy bears and windows. It's homemade yard signs. It's picking up the groceries for your elderly neighbor. It's brothers in arms when you need a favor. It's dinners on doorsteps. It's sympathy cards. It's calling a sister whose whole damn year has been hard. I need some kind of kindness. Kindness wherever I can find it. Kindness is honest, simple and true. It helps ease the burdens we're all living through. I need some kind of kindness. Kindness wherever I can find it. Kindness is humble, real and profound. I need kindness, especially now. I need kindness, especially now.
Sound of one man snapping. Is that, was it called Some Kind of
Yeah, I
Kindness?
think that's what it should be called, yeah.
This, yeah, that'd be a great title.
Thank you.
Great song, John.
Thank you.
Really loved it.
Yeah.
Excited
Timely.
to hear it, too.
I thought
Yeah.
I've been trying to figure out how to make it work for a long time, and I was like, here's the impetus to do it, you know? And that's
Yeah.
to me, that's the best part of the end construction thing. It's like, it's always like, oh, I'm going to see these guys, I'm going to play a new song for them.
Yeah, I need that kind of motivation right now.
There was that. There was that feeling like you'd better have something new.
Yeah, exactly. It's about keeping up, really.
Yeah. we were hard on each other.
We were, but and
It's good.
So, like I said, it's so vulnerable to play songs to each other and then to a crowd. It's just an incredibly difficult thing to do and take a beating. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not everyone collapsed.
That's
We were pretty kind to each other, though. I mean, I think that we did. I think we did. We did. If it was a bad song, I think we found a way to say it, but we weren't mean about it.
Yeah.
I think I think that it's nice to have a couple of friends that you're comfortable enough to say a criticism and have it not totally, be have the other person be resentful that it was said. And I don't think a lot of musicians have that type of camaraderie. I hope you would hope that every generation has a group of people like that. But I think sometimes you go to a song circle and everyone is just, it's always positive. And I don't mind the fact that people should push positive, but if there's something that really clunks,
constructive
if you were
is good.
taking a class, the teacher would look at you and go, "No, that chorus doesn't work." It's nice to have a friend that can be frank with you, or Jim or John or Ellis.
with you.
Yeah, and I teach a lot of songwriters these days. I run a retreat for songwriters, and the thing that I tell them is like the lucky thing that I had and that we all had was each other. We weren't writing in a vacuum or in some closet and never playing it for anybody. There was always someone who would give the honest feedback, and that's what made us all rise to that top of that that slew of people that were going to all these open mics and stuff. And thank God for that. Those friendships are they're still important, obviously, but
Right.
How long we known each other? Ugh.
89, right?
Yeah.
89.
89.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
31 years.
Can you
Some of the DAT tapes that I transferred were the Doridian Coffee House, which we
Oh, my
had
goodness.
going.
Nice.
Tonight on the Doridian Coffee House, we have David Wilcox. Everyone sit, please. I have all these little things from my morning show around here. Yes, so there we go. Anyways, I digress. I thought it was funny. No.
You're like a one-man morning radio show.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can you do the chopper in the air telling us about the traffic?
128's all backed up to the Woburn line. What's funny is they take off from Beverly Airport right around the corner. All right, I guess I'm up. I also wanted to. I mean, we've been talking about many organizations, but we haven't really mentioned Passim as much as we probably should.
Oh, yeah.
But Passim was always the gold standard to us. We spent a lot of
There we
time. Yep, there we go. Please donate to Passim and help. So many of us. I have actually been full-time music for income for the last 5 years. I actually waited a long time and then suddenly decided it would be best to be a full-time musician. So, and I do a lot of children's music, and right now, that's just not possible at the moment. So I've been doing a lot of virtual things, but that's kind of that had a peak and then it came down as well. So I think it's really important to help support Passim and any of the local musicians that that are really trying to make a go of it, because it's really a hard time right now for people to think about how they're going to make rent or how they're going to eat or a lot of these basic things. So thank you for your donations, and thank you to Matt for having us tonight. That was and Club Passim. I think I'm up. I had one little thing. I want to do this for the Dohertys because they love this when you do a little thing that you've never done before. This is the chorus of a song I wrote last summer, and it's an idea, and I didn't really flesh out the verses yet. But let's see. I had this memories of I hadn't seen any fireflies in a long time, and I saw some in my backyard, and it kind of reminded me of being young. And right around the same time, I lost a good friend of mine who was he was kind of a patriarch at the church that I attend, and he was 96, and even up to 2 years ago, he and his girlfriend would drive around the country and just they'd make it all the way to the West Coast and they'd come all the way back. So at 94, he was still driving around. Anyway, so this kind of got in my head. Fireflies, fireflies. I'm still only 10 in my backyard when I close my eyes. Mystical, colorful lights curtain the lawn. We're all just fireflies in God's open palm. That's a little snippet. Well, thank you. But I always find that I'm not as prolific as you guys, I have to admit. I've never been. I view myself as sometimes a good interpreter of songs. My favorite, and if I keep looking down, I apologize, but my camera's up here, and I love to look at everyone's faces when I'm doing this. So I'm sure you're used to this on Zoom by now, but you see people look up, they look down. I'll look at you guys right now. I'm looking right at you. So I don't write as much as I do, but I interpret a lot of songs, and I'm comfortable with that. I think of myself as a pretty good performer. And I've actually done a lot of community theater in the last 5 or 6 years, pulled along by my daughter, who was 7 at the time, who wanted to do stuff. So I found being on stage was kind of a lot of fun. Big shock, you know. But one more quick thing. This song, you know, has always been probably the better known of all the things I did, and it's on our End Construction album. Can you see it hidden somewhere in my studio right now too? In my very busy background actually has a little reference to the End Construction. Let's see, it's right there. Yep. If you see that cover somewhere, it's hiding behind me. So I did this song. It's on the CD. I get a letter. John, you probably remember this. 2 or 3 years ago, a woman wrote to me and asked permission if she could use the lyrics in a book that she was writing. And I was very touched. And it turns out that she'd grown up on the spectrum, and the mantra of the chorus of this song would, I guess, run through her head quite often. And it really, she said, it got her through some pretty dark times. So if nothing else, that was a reason why I wanted to be a performer and a songwriter. So here we go. You can sing along at home if you want. Well, I'm sorry that I'm not sorry that I can't be like you. Done off a lot of things in my life like other people do. Well, I'm sorry that I'm not sorry that I can't act that way. But I'm the one that I gotta live with 24 hours a day. My parents came over to visit and they made me clean my room. And Mom said, hey, what a nice kitchen, and she handed me the broom. Then she said, I'll cook up a nice dinner while your daddy cuts your hair. It was long once. This is what they heard me say as I escorted them kindly down the stairs. No, I didn't. I said, Mom, I'm sorry that I'm not sorry that I can't be like you. I've done off a lot of things in my life like other people do. But I'm sorry that I'm not sorry that I can't act that way. But I'm the one that I gotta live with 24 hours a day. Then I went to music school so I could really hone my trade. They said there's only 2 things wrong with you, the way you look and the way you play. They said we'll give you this piece of paper if you can sing like Placid Domingo. They said, yes, that's it, you got it. And I said, no, I'm going to be a starving folk singer. You'll see. I said, I'm sorry that I'm not sorry that I can't sing like you. I've done an awful lot of things in my life like other people do. But I'm sorry that I'm not sorry that I can't sing that way. But I can, really. But I'm the one that I gotta live with 24 hours a day. It's not the same without John doing all this stuff behind me, I gotta say. Got pulled over with a busted taillight while driving into town. policeman pushing up in my face like some very big old, not very nice policeman. He wasn't very nice. I said, hey, Dunkin' Donuts breath, ain't your coffee going stale? Ossifer? And this is what they heard me say from my cell inside the jail. True story, Winthrop, Massachusetts. I said, Your Honor, I'm sorry that I'm not sorry that I can't be like you. I've done an awful lot of things in my life like other people do. Well, I'm sorry that I'm not sorry that I can't act that way. But I'm the one that I gotta live with 24 hours a day. All right, I'm going to try something. I saw Peter Yarrow do this the other night on a Zoom call. I kid you not. Guys, I want you to unmute and sing along with me. Ready? Here we go. Yes, I know what it's going to sound like. It's going to be perfect. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry that I can't be like you.
I can't be like
Done
you.
a lot of things in my life like
A lot of things in my life like other
I'm
people
sorry that
do.
I'm not sorry that I can't act that
That I'm not sorry that I can't act that way.
I gotta live with.
But I'm the one
And
that
now we've
I
just
gotta
proven to
live
people why you
with.
really can't do this over the internet.
Do the Elvis.
24 hours.
24 hours.
Oh,
That was awesome. That's perfect.
That was perfect.
That was
Nice.
just like the Stephen Sondheim thing that they did for him for his 90th.
Was it really? Oh my
Perfect.
goodness.
It was great. It was so great.
Dude,
I can't tell you how many lectures I've given because I was an audio teacher for 30 years. I can't tell you how many lectures I've given where I say it's not physically possible. The physics won't work. And they're like, but I've seen people do that.
Oh yeah.
That's true. Like we all played live at the same time when we did these videos, right?
What if I could go back in time a couple of microseconds and then, like,
You know who'd be
fine
really
tune
good?
it?
Jim, I think that the Flash would be really good at this
Ooh.
kind of thing.
Wait, are you-
If he and Superman
Infantino
would be able to
Boulevard.
figure out how to do it. They could. One can spin the world backwards, one could run fast enough to make it.
But there is a thing, you've probably heard of this. There is a thing called Internet 2, the sequel, right? That is fast enough to actually make it happen with only a few milliseconds of delay. But it's only available at government agencies and upper institutions. So we have to deal with Internet 1. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Okay,
suck.
but does Superman 1 still live on Internet 2?
This is a question.
Earth 2.
This is like going to be like a thing, like when you do your Comixology series version of the Wakeful Wanderer. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I have to write a different book for Earth 1, Earth 2, and Earth N.
multiverse.
Yeah,
Well, the multiverse just got destroyed, so...
Well,
well,
Thanos
you're
will
on
come
season
back.
6.
it did. Nobody told me. Was that?
Yeah.
Where do you find
Been
that out?
very-
Is that like Twitter 1 or Twitter 2?
Oh, but we digress, because we're always
because
good
we
at that.
digress.
We do this. This is actually how we do.
And then we hand it off.
Hey, it's raining here.
That's the
That
noise.
sounds beautiful.
Right.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, it sounds great.
I'm in a cabin in the woods. That's why it looks like this, and it's dark.
Are you Bon Iver?
There are animals out here. I have no idea what I'm going to play. I thought I'd play Los Angeles. Then you mentioned The Flash, and you said international. I really don't. I could play something completely new that you guys probably haven't heard. Is that a good thing? Well, what? My wife could suggest something. She's here. Nope. All right. I don't know. What do you think? New comic book? All right. My mother just suggested something. She's here too. Along with the Meese and the Eagles and the Loons. All right, I'm going to take these off and play a song. So this is a tune I wrote with my daughters. And that happens. And it made me think about the life that I started out with you guys and you know, the troubadour's life. Ooh, we got thunder now. And also what it means when you suddenly become a father. So, you know, things change significantly. And this song is sort of about that feeling. It's a very abstract song. It's more abstract than I'm used to writing. It's more about feelings. And it's called Googly Eyeballs. Oh my googly eyeballs, oh my red motorcycle, oh my rock and roll lifestyle. Oh my goodness and stars, oh my airports and cars, oh my Venus and Mars. Oh my traveling day, oh my town by the bay, oh my something to Kay would say. Time keeps peeling like a tangerine. Taste each feeling like a tangerine. Oh my song for the road, oh my time to unload, oh my crowd never showed. Oh, you ran up and kissed me. Oh, you couldn't resist me. Oh, you said that you missed me. Oh, my wonderful home. Oh, my coffee with foam. Oh, my longing to roam.
Love it. That is a beautiful song.
That's
That
awesome.
couldn't be any cooler with the rain coming down too.
I bring my own
That's
applause. Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so cool sounding.
Oh,
So this is the last live
All
song
right.
right now.
yeah, and
For all of our viewers out there.
after that, John, Brian,
Yeah.
Ellis, I think we have a prepared video that what we could do. That the only way we could sync things up was to prepare it, like we saw at the beginning. We got another one for the end, and then after that, I want to invite everybody here who's still, if anybody's watching, both of you. I'd like you to join us for a for a hangout, an after party of sorts, where we will not be performing so much as just saying hi. And I will, during the video of our performance at the end, post a Zoom link, and you can join and say hi and like that.
All right.
That sounds
Yeah.
fun.
So after the song's done, let's chat for a couple more minutes. Just say goodbye to everybody and all that. Like let Paul do his tune, and we'll blah blah blah. One last time online until the
Totally.
party.
Well, this song is called "You'll Never Be This Young Again," and it's about chasing dreams and never giving up, whether you're 20 or 200. And it's always a pleasure to see you guys, and there's a little of your DNA in everything I do. I met a walking man, his life, and in his pockets his thumb was in midair. On a road in Millinocket, a 6-string guitar. His girlfriend's locket going my way, my way. Now for a dream he left the mills, he left the bricks, he left the mortar. I told him I could take him to the Massachusetts border. He sang like a jukebox on an endless roller quarter down the highway on a bright lit sunny day. Oh, you'll never be this young again. The train conductor's calling your ticket. If it ain't now, then when? The mountain top ain't gonna wait forever. Fill your lungs with oxygen and take your first step. Breathe out, breathe in. You'll never be this young again. Alright. An old friend said, Ellis, I've been living in a cubicle, making cold calls, popping pharmaceuticals. I thought my whole life would read more like a musical. So write your own West Side Story. Shake off the shackles, buy a tackle box, a boat, a cabin on Sebago to think, to float when the typewriter's clacking, the novel gets wrote. I'm telling you now, no risk, no glory. Oh, you'll never be this young again. The train conductor's calling your ticket. If it ain't now, then when? Oh, the mountain top ain't gonna wait forever. Fill your lungs with oxygen and take your first step. Breathe out, breathe in. You'll never be this young again. Alright, you'll never be this young again. You only get so many heartbeats. You only get so many first kisses, so sweet. Dreams don't come easy, they don't come cheap. Don't let the haters kick them out of you. Out of you. Oh, you'll never be this young again. The train conductor's calling your ticket. If it ain't now, then when? Oh, the mountain top ain't gonna wait forever. Fill your lungs with oxygen and take your first step. Breathe out, breathe in. You'll never be this young again. Alright, you'll never be this young again. Oh, you'll never be this young again.
Wow, listen to that applause. It's Mother Nature cheering us on.
That's awesome. It's so nice to play this show with you guys. It's so much
Yeah, I love
fun.
you guys. It's so great to see you and hang, and makes me miss our times together. Let's do it again soon.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that'd be great. So Jim is you're gonna post the Zoom stuff somewhere.
I am during this upcoming video.
Got it. Matt, thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for everything,
if
Matt.
you haven't donated,
I just have one thing to say for everyone. My nose is not really this red in person. It's this camera, but I want to go on a record as saying that.
you've got a very Olaf thing going on tonight. It's very nice.
I know it's like it looks like I got sunburned, but
It's the summertime. I just figured you were in the sun.
It's all
Yeah.
good. It's so funny. But again,
I do promise to post the link, and then I will let you in individually as you show up. And if you're watching this after the fact, it will not work because we won't be there. So you need to be there now.
right. So thanks
I'm not
again.
wearing pants, by the way.
And he will stand up during the after party.
Thank God.
do you ever wear pants, Ellis?
No.
Not these days. No.
Why? I only exist from the waist up anyway.
Oh, good.
Thank
I
you
am-
again to Matt. Make sure you guys donate to Club Passim.
Oh, geez. You know, when this is all over, we need Club Passim to still be there. So seriously, donate to Club Passim.
And visit.
Here's
all
my
these
musical
shows.
partner coming in here.
Up. Hannah's
Where are you?
showing up.
Come on in. There she is.
Hi,
I'm going to be
Hannah.
seriously sad if Club Passim doesn't make it through this COVID thing. We need it. We need
so
it.
that-
Be
we need it
generous.
So that Hannah can play out there someday.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I want to go
Right.
to her show and sit and order a what do they usually have? They
I
have
think they have beers now.
Yeah, but it's a particular beer I love that they've got. It's a Flower Child. Awesome Cambridge Brew Pub. Great. And just sit there and I want to hear her band. And I want it to be there. So you guys have to donate. I'm not even going to post the after party if you don't make a generous donation to Club Passim.
Thank you all again. Enjoy this last video.
Bye-bye, guys.
We'll see you at the
for having
after
us.
party. Bye bye.
Got a ride off further down the side of the highway with a man named Obie who was finishing a beer. Bought some burgers and a big red diner. And back on the road we threw the wrappers out of the window into America. Everybody's an individual in America. Everybody gets the blues. Hey, look, there's 1,000 brand new ones. Which to choose in America. I had a dream I'd be a famous writer. You had a dream to be a millionaire.
One time I took a plane to California. Looked out the window and my dream was in the air over America.
Everybody's an individual
In America.
Everybody's an individual
In America.
Everybody gets the blues. Hey, look,
America.
there's 1,000 brand new ones. Which to choose in America. Bye bye, Miss American Pie. Bye bye, Miss American Pie. Bye bye, Miss American time, one day, one year, my dad was smiling. Mom couldn't figure out why.
He rolled up with a brand new dishwasher.
All wrapped up in America. Everybody's an individual
In America,
Everybody's an individual.
in America,
Everybody's an individual in America. Everybody gets the blues. Hey, look, there's 1,000 brand new products to choose in America.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks to John Svetkey, Jim Infantino, Brian Dozer, and Ellis Paul for an incredible night. So great to see everybody. Please do make sure you make a donation if you can. This is the way we survive these days. So if you make a donation to Passim, we're going to get this money out to artists. We're going to keep ourselves going, and we'll be there ready for you when we can all gather again. This is the new real right now, and folks need to get revenue however they can when they're performers, and venues as well. And there are online resources for contacting your congresspeople about making sure that venues get support they need and that they're around when we come back. So please keep an eye out for those things and watch artist streams and make donation to artists. This is the way they're making a living now. We can't wait to get back together again in person. I did post the Zoom link down in the comments. Hopefully it showed up in Facebook and in YouTube. If it didn't show up in YouTube, sometimes YouTube gets a little cranky about URLs. Come to the Facebook. If you go to facebook.com/clubpassim/live, you'll see the video and you'll see the link right there. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Thanks to all of you folks for being part of this. This is such a special night. And I can say that without all of these folks, I wouldn't be doing the work that I'm doing these days. These were my inspirations to get into this crazy music world as well. So thanks to all of you. You bet.
Thank you, Matt.
We'll see you over at the
Take
chat
care.
on Zoom.
Yeah, come on over. Yeah, come on over.